Hello everyone, Meru here. Today I want to talk about isekai. Cause seriously, I've been reading a lot of isekai manhwas, isekai manga, and watching a lot of isekai anime lately. And there's a lot of isekai anime playing right now. So I just really want to talk about isekai. And after reading a lot of isekai manga, it makes me think, what if? What if I get isekai'd? And what if you get isekai'd? And if I can choose the setting and the like the character and the setting that I get isekai'd into, what will I choose? Because there's a lot of isekai trope out there. Like you can get isekai and become the hero or the heroine. You can get isekai and you become the villain or the villainess. You can get isekai and you can go on an adventure, or you get isekai and suddenly you become the strongest. Like there's a lot of isekai trope out there, and it just makes me think, if I'm the one who get isekai'd and I can choose the trope and the setting, what will I choose? And I definitely want to be isekai'd as a villainess. Especially a villainess where the villainess is the daughter of a duke, the only daughter of a duke, and her parents dote on her. Like, I want that. I'm just imagining all the luxury and the money and the wealth that I can get as the daughter of a duke, and all the other things that I can do as the daughter of a duke and the only daughter of a duke, and being doted by her parents. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want that. Yeah, out of all this isekai trope, I totally love the villainous trope. Okay. And yeah, I definitely want to be isekai'd into the child's body. I don't want to be isekai'd after the villainess have done a lot of dumb things because of love or because of jealousy. And in the middle of it, I get isekai'd and I need to make things better, and the villainess change so dramatically. Like, I don't want that. If I ever get isekai'd, I want to get isekai'd into the villainous child's body. And after I get isekai into child's body, of course I'm going to change everything since I know what's gonna happen. And well, I'm just gonna say this, I'm definitely going to stay far away from the love interest and the toxic relationship that might happen as the villainess. Usually, typically, villainess got paired up by the crown prince a lot, and the crown prince is a jerk, and in the end, the crown prince, in the original story, the crown prince is the one who wins, and the villainess got killed or being exiled. I want to get far, far away from the love interest. Instead, I will enjoy the luxury of being a duke daughter. Because imagine all the things that I can learn as a duke daughter. The power that I have as the only daughter of a duke. Because if you don't know, in royalty ranking, the duke ranking is quite high. The first one is emperor, empress, king, queen, duke, duchess, marquis, marchioness, earl, countess, viscount, viscountess, baron, baroness, if I'm not wrong now. You guys can Google it, the royalty ranking. But yeah, duke is just right below king and queen. So being a duke is like, Prince William and Princess Catherine. They're the real life duke and duchess. Being a duke and duchess can be considered prince and princess as well. And the power that they have. And especially if I get isekai'd into a duke daughter where the duke family have power against the royal family. Yes, please. And like I said, going back, I'm totally going to avoid the love interest. I think I'm going to focus on the money and the power side, because when you become the daughter of the duke, you have mates, a lot of pretty dresses. You can buy anything that you want because your father gives you a lot of huge amount of pocket money. And because your father is a duke, you can learn how to manage money and manage business from him to continue the family business, or you can open your own business as well, and you can open your business using the money given by your rich dad. I want it. Okay, I just want the luxury life as the daughter of a duke. In a typical villainous manhwa, As the daughter of a duke, usually you have a high social standing with all the other ladies and men. So being the only daughter of a duke, it can be awesome. And since you're a villainess, you are not the main character. So the main character will do the main character thing while the villainess can stay on the side. And since this time I decided to just stay on the side and far away from the love interest and the main character and the main story, I can do everything that I want to do. I can enjoy my luxurious life as a daughter of a duke. I can make more money with the business that I start. I can learn a lot of amazing things from my duke father. And later on, I'll be the one who inherits everything. Ooh! I want it. And I think the closest manhwa to what I want is called Another Fun Day for the Villainess. That manhwa is really good. I really want to be Raylin. Like that, Raylin is like the closest I want to become if I ever get isekai into a villainous story. Okay. Even though the villainous trope can be boring, and it's just the same trope and the same story is being reused all the time. But if I ever get isekai and if I can choose, I will definitely choose to become a villainess where I get to change the story as I like. I'll just stay on the side doing my own thing as the daughter of a duke and avoid the harem and the love interest. Like seriously, you have so many things you can do as a daughter of a duke. You don't want to get a harem. A harem is not fun in real life. It's fun in fiction. In real life, so I'm definitely going to avoid the harem route as well. And I know I just keep on talking about the money, but like let's be real. Everybody wants to be rich, or is it just me? And of course, I also think about if I ever get isekai'd, what is the worst thing that can happen? It doesn't have to be me, another character. If they get isekai, what is the worst thing that can happen to the character that get isekai? And it makes me think, and I've made a conclusion. The worst that can happen to a character that get isekai is if the character is an author, and the author get isekai to their own novel, and the author get isekai to a character that is living quite a miserable life in that novel. Not even the main character, but just the side character. And the side character is living a quite miserable, hard life. And you know what's worse that can happen? If there is a system controlling the character. So you cannot be OOC. You cannot be out of character. You need to be in character because the system doesn't let you to become OOC. So even if the author isekai to a child's body, but because of the system, the author or the character that got isekai cannot do anything but to follow the original storyline. And you know, it's so bad because you're dead in real life and then you got isekai to this character and you're living as this character's life. It's not even your life and you cannot do anything about it because there's a system telling you that you're not allowed to do it. If the system allows you to get points to break the OOC, then that's great. But if not, and you're stuck being the character forever, and you cannot be OOC, and you're the one who write the character, and so you know what's gonna happen, but you cannot change anything, and you know the life is miserable. Wow, that's the worst thing that can happen to a character that get isekai. An author novel that get isekai to their own novel and living as a character that is living a miserable life, and the author cannot change anything because the system doesn't let the character to be OOC. Goodbye world. I'd rather not. I'd rather die. If I ever get isekai like that, I'd rather die. I don't want to live other people's life. Like, no thanks. And well, to be honest, since we're talking about isekai, I kind of want to watch an anime or read a story where the person who get isekai is not that easy for them to just change the story as they like. Like there's a system controlling them and they have to rack up points to be able to break out of character, or even they can't really break out of character, but there can be a bit of leeway if they, rack up points. So basically they cannot control everything. There's a system that is also controlling them to make sure the story doesn't go out of line and making a new story. Like, that'll be fun. Because the isekai character will have a challenge and they're just not going to change everything just like that so easily. It'll be fun to watch an anime or read a story like that where the system controls the character, but it won't be fun if you get isekai and there's a system controlling you. What about you? If you ever get isekai and you can choose the trope or the settings to get isekai into, what trope, what setting will you choose? Comment down below. Or if you can choose an anime to get isekai into, what anime will you choose? Me, after thinking about it, I want to be isekai into a Shirokuma cafe anime because the animals are the one who run the cafe, the penguin, the panda. I want to look at the Shirokuma-san. I think it'll be very fun and funny and weird at the same time. I definitely don't want to get isekai to Attack on Titan. Hell no. And as for the other anime, I love Naruto, I love One Piece, but I don't want to be isekai to that kind of anime as well. Yeah, the only anime that I want to be isekai into is Shirokuma Cafe. So yeah, if I ever get isekai'd, I definitely want to get isekai'd as the villainess and change everything, and I become the only daughter of a duke and change everything and learn how to manage money and business and become more rich. I want it. Anyway, I keep on talking about money. I apologize. Okay, I mean, we're talking about fiction, okay? If we ever get isekai and you can choose, maybe some of you will choose to become the main character and become the hero or the heroine or become the strongest. Me, I would just want to be a rich villainess. Okay, don't judge me. I don't judge you, you don't judge me. Okay. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Thank you for listening to my rambling and my what if scenario. Don't forget, if you get isekai'd and you can choose the trope and the setting, what will you choose? Or which anime you want to get isekai into? Comment down below, okay? I'll look forward to read the comments. Okay, so yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!